So Suresh, you gave us a wonderful speech from the technical manual, and the joy of this project was to talk about a complex subject to a non-technical audience. And I think that's probably one of the most difficult things, and in fact, it's the measure of a good communicator. It's very challenging, and I think that you actually did a good job. And I have a few comments here that I'm going to go over. First of all, you started the personal story to draw us all in. We're enjoying hearing all of the stories about the farmer and how your dad did this for generations, your grandparents and great-grandparents. It's very interesting to hear that history. How many of you have farmers as ancestors?
Oh, yeah, somewhere.
Exactly. Besides the few of you who have that in your families, my parents have nothing to do with farming, so I found it to be a very interesting personal story, which pulled us all in. Then if you had tied that impact of the genetically modified seeds to your family, say, but now they starve, the children crawl through the desert because of the genetic, if you had tied the impact of your subject to your family, and you kind of do that at the end, but if you had done that right up front, that would immediately grab their attention, like, oh, we need to hear about this thing that destroyed poor Suresh's family and his children now can't eat, or whatever it is. If you had made that personal to you, and you did a little bit at the end, I think it would have been a really big impact for that up front. Also, we're all sitting here thinking, oh, we work at Verizon. We don't have anything to do with genetically modified food. But if you had mentioned that right up front, this causes allergies, this causes, that you had that list of issues, that if you brought that up at the front of it, they're like, oh, well, maybe we should stay awake for this section of the meeting. So you explained it very well, but the personal interest, right, that personal reason, why do we care? Also, the diagrams, if you had put a diagram about how do they put the genetically modified seed pieces into the other seeds, I think a diagram would have been really helpful there. And also an overview at the beginning saying, okay, I'm going to structure my speech as I'm going to go over how does this genetic modifying work, and then this section that could have given us an overview, and our minds would have been prepared. But you did a great job presenting a complex subject in a way we can understand, so thank you very much.